Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be unboxing the Nakano Mito Chef Knife. How's a $100 knife different from your typical big box store knife? Well, that's what we're here to find out. So you ready? Let's get into this. Well, here's the box. Pretty simple. We only have markings here on the bottom. And here you can see this knife is manufactured in Seki, Japan. For those of you that like to stay away from Chinese manufacturing, this would be right up your alley. Go ahead and slide this off and see what we got here. Here we have a little booklet that comes with our knife. Pretty classy looking little thing. Little map here shows you exactly where Seki is on the island, and a little bit of information about Japanese swordsmithing, and also a little bit of care information. Don't put your knife in the dishwasher, just like I say with tons and tons of stuff. After you clean your blade, you want to make sure it's dry and you want to put it in a dry environment. You want to avoid marble and glass cutting boards. And to be honest, you want to avoid marble and glass cutting boards anyway. They were kind of trendy for a while, but those things are absolutely terrible for your equipment. I don't care what kind of knives you have, that stuff will ruin all of them. And also there's a plug for their website. I'm not going to toss this thing like I normally do. I'm going to set that right there. Then right here we just have a little cardboard spacer. And the knife is shipped with a cardboard protector on the blade. So that's good. You can see that cardboard here has seen better days. So the knife's been slicing through that a little bit, but no harm, no foul, it looks like. Wow, this is a really nice design on this knife. You'll see you got the Nakano logo right here. And it's got Made in Japan stamped right on it. And woo, this thing is sharp as hell right out of the package. I mean, you can just tell that if I put any pressure on my finger here, that's going to go right on through it. So let's not do that. You can see that you have a metal blade and you've got a wooden handle with a few rivets in it. As you can see right here, the blade actually travels all the way through, all the way to the back of the knife. But all this extra metal still gives you tons and tons of strength. This has a half bolster on it, which is good because I really like my knives that way. And it looks like these wooden pieces are made out of natural olive wood. Nice finish on them too. It's really nice and smooth. And your rivets sit nice and flush with the surface of the knife as well. I've seen plenty of these where these stick out a lot and they're kind of getting in the way of your grip. In this case, they don't. The blade material on this is high carbon stainless steel. When you're talking about blades, you have high carbon steel and you also have stainless steel. With high carbon steel, you get a blade that's nice and sharp and tends to stay that way. But you also have a metal that has a tendency to rust. When you're talking about a regular stainless steel knife, then you've got something that will dull a little bit faster, but because of the chromium content, it's really resistant to rust. When you have high carbon stainless steel like this, it's a hybrid between the two different types. So you get the hardness and sharpness of the high carbon steel, and you get the stain and rust resistance of the stainless steel. The next step up from something like this would be something like a Damascus blade, but getting that would probably double the price of this knife. The length of the blade from the bolster to the tip is 8 inches or 203 millimeters. And the balance on this, I have to tell you, it's a little bit blade heavy. Something like that sort of depends on how you like to use your knives. But for me, I tend to like to have these balanced just a teeny bit better. You know what? Let's go ahead and dice up some onions just to see exactly how that affects things. By the way, if this is your first time here and you want to learn some cool new recipes, get some great cooking tips and tricks and all sorts of other kitchen related things, then start now by subscribing to the channel and clicking the notification bell so you never miss a thing. We'll take an onion here. Well, that's sliding through that pretty easy. In fact, instead of slicing this, I can almost just push the blade through it like that. So these guys aren't messing around, they are making some pretty sharp knives. I understand that it is brand new and most knives out of the box are going to be pretty sharp, but that doesn't mean all of them because I've gotten knives in the past that were pretty dull out of the box. So although it's something you'd expect, you don't always get that either, do you? And like I said, it is a little bit blade heavy, but it's also a chef knife too, so chef knives tend to be that way. For the most part, my primary knife is a Santoku, and those have a much shorter blade on them, so I don't really use a really long blade like this that often. But I'll tell you what, this cuts very precise. And that's one of the most important things about a knife. You want it to cut exactly where you're trying to cut. It's also one of the reasons you want knives to be nice and sharp. More accidents happen in the kitchen with dull knives than anything else. I'll tell you what, this thing does cut really, really good. One thing about this knife in the pamphlet, they did mention to completely dry this knife whenever you're done using it. And that in part is to protect this olive wood finish here. In fact, you might even want to oil this from time to time, because I'm thinking there's a possibility that this wood could crack a little bit over time. Doesn't mean it's gonna, but it's always a possibility, and you should always take care of your stuff, right? I'll tell you what, I can't wait to try this thing out on more stuff. Over the next few weeks, we're going to be putting this knife to the test versus our Ninja knives and also our global knives. Once we have enough information, we'll be posting a full product review. If you'd like more information about the Nakano Mito chef knife, we do have an Amazon affiliate link to it down in the description of the video. If you buy anything through those links, we do make a small commission, but it doesn't change the price that you pay 1 cent. If you like this video, you might also like our unboxing video right here for the Ninja 14-piece Never Dull knife set. You get a lot of knives in that set, and they're pretty easy on the eyes as well. Well, that's it for now. I hope to see you back again here really soon, and until that time, I am Joe, and I hope you have a phenomenal day. Take it easy.